At 1:19 a.m., the co-pilot of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 signed off with air traffic control. "Good night, Malaysian 370. Minutes later, the aircraft disappeared. No distress call, no emergency message, just silence. The Boeing 777 had taken off from Kuala Lumpur, heading for Beijing with 239 people on board. Everything about the flight was normal, until it wasn't. Shortly after crossing into Vietnamese airspace, the plane's transponder stopped transmitting. On radar, the aircraft suddenly turned. Not a small correction, a deliberate change of course. Instead of continuing toward Beijing, it flew back across Malaysia, then out over the Andaman Sea. Military radar tracked it for a short time, then it vanished again. But this wasn't the end. Although the aircraft was no longer visible on conventional radar, it continued to communicate, silently, with a satellite. Not with messages, but with automated handshakes. Pings. Every hour, for several hours, the aircraft responded. That meant one thing: the plane was still flying. By analyzing these satellite signals, investigators determined that the aircraft had continued for hours after it disappeared from radar, flying south into the Indian Ocean. Far off course, far from any airport, and completely alone. No confirmed communication from the pilots. No confirmed reason for the diversion. Just a long, silent flight into one of the most remote parts of the world. Search teams scoured vast areas of ocean. For months, then years. Eventually, pieces of debris began to appear, washed up on distant shorelines. Fragments confirmed to be from the aircraft, but the main wreckage has never been found. And without it, the exact sequence of events remains unknown. Investigators concluded that the aircraft likely flew until it ran out of fuel before descending into the ocean. But key questions remain unanswered. Why did the aircraft turn? Why was communication lost? And what happened in the cockpit? Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 remains one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history, because for hours after it vanished, the aircraft was still flying, and no one knew where it was going. Subscribe for more aviation mysteries and watch our Air France 447 investigation next.